In our last video, we talked a little bit about Wild Willie's Hot Spring, which is one of the more popular hot springs in the Mammoth area. This time we want to focus on some of the other awesome hot springs that you can find on Benton Crossing Road. Don't worry if you missed the last video, we're going to talk a little bit about Wild Willie's in the end, or you can find the link to that video in the description below. 3 out of 5 of these hot springs are going to be located off of Whitmore Tubbs Road, which is the first dirt road that you come to on the left. The first hot spring that you're going to encounter once you get on the dirt road is the Rock Tub. Since this hot spring is so close to the road, it is incredibly easy to gain access to, even for motorhomes. That's the reason why this hot spring is almost always packed. In fact, we've never seen it empty, so that's why we don't have any video or pictures of it. So a huge shout out to Robson Morgan for this awesome shot of the Rock Tub. The next hot spring on our list is known as the Crab Cooker. This is the trickiest spring on the list to get to. Not only are there lots of twists and turns on the way, but there are a lot of rocks and deep potholes on this road that your car will get stuck in if you don't have a high clearance vehicle. From the Rock Tub, you're going to hop back on Whitmore Tubbs Road and make a right. 3 dirt roads later, make another right, followed by a left at the fork half a mile after that. If you're confused, don't worry, we have the coordinates for all of these hot springs on our website. The Crab Cooker is located deep in a lush green valley, and it is easily one of the most scenic of the 5 hot springs. The only problem is, at the time of the making of this article, the hot water is not flowing here. It's really too bad because I would love to relax here and watch the free-range cattle grazing at sunset. But just because the hot spring is broken doesn't mean that this isn't a great place to set up camp, which is exactly what we did on our last trip. The third and final hot spring on Whitmore Tubbs Road is the one that we actually got to enjoy the most, and that is Shepherd's Tub. The dirt road to Shepherd's Tub is much nicer than the one to the Crab Cooker, but if you are camping at the Crab Cooker, there is a small hiking trail that will take you over to Shepherd's Tub. If you're here on the weekend, this place can be absolutely packed with people. But we were here midweek and we had the whole place to ourselves. It was awesome. As with all hot springs, you definitely want to check the water before hopping in. The water can be super hot here. Although the view at the Crab Cooker is our favorite, the view here is definitely not too shabby. At this point, we are going to leave Whitmore Tubbs Road and head a little further down Benton Crossing Road to a hot spring that is very appropriately named the Hilltop Tub. This hot spring has a nice sized parking lot and a cool walk up to the top of the hill where you'll find the tub. The little trail is super short and easy, and before you know it, you'll be relaxing at the Hilltop Tub. When we were here, the water was almost too hot to get in, but it was still a really nice spot to relax and take in the scenery. After relaxing for a little bit, we headed back across the beautiful boardwalk towards the car. And that's when we met our best friend in the entire universe, Zorro the Hyper Puppy. The last hot spring on the video is one that I mentioned in the beginning that we've already done a video on, but you just can't make a video about the best hot springs in the Mammoth area without talking about Wild Willie's. This is easily the most popular hot spring on this list, and it's also the largest. It can fit about 30 to 40 people. If you want peace and quiet here, we definitely recommend getting here early in the morning. And that is going to do it for our list of 5 awesome Mammoth Lakes hot springs. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get notified when we make new videos. Follow us on Instagram at thatadventurelife_official. And for all the information about the hot springs, including directions and GPS coordinates, head on over to thatadventurelife.com.